Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And it's 2022, and it seems like we're starting things off with a bang in Hollywood. Lots of sales. We did a video earlier talking about how Sentai Filmworks and High Dive was sold to AMC, and now it turns out that the CW is getting sold too.
Right, because it's not worth much. Shocker.
It's not profitable. We're going to talk about that. They flat out admit that the CW is not profitable. Warner and CBS, it's a joint effort. They're looking to pawn it off onto a group, I believe, that has a lot of the CW networks. They're going to run it. Now, what this means for the future of the Arrowverse and all that, who the hell knows? But anyone who's been following the channel, and we've been talking a lot about Warner Media, and we keep saying, like, you ain't seen nothing yet. When Warner and Discovery merge, the shit's going to get real. And the fact that they're willing to throw the CW overboard at this point says that they're really going to change everything.
Yeah.
Might not be for the better if those Justice League rumors are true, but I think this might be the end of the Arrowverse.
Probably. Where else is it? Unless they pick it up someplace else.
I have no idea. So we're gonna talk about this. It's making the rounds today. It has been confirmed. Last night it was a rumor. Today it has been confirmed by Mark Pedowitz, the CW CEO, the guy in charge of the Powerpuff Girls live action.
Because, that was a real good idea.
Yeah.
I mean, look, is anybody surprised by this? I think the list of people who are surprised by this is probably smaller than the list of people who are not surprised by this.
Twitter's going to be really surprised.
Shocker, it's not profitable, shocker.
And you know what they can do now, right? They can cancel shows that they were afraid to cancel before, like Batwoman.
Like Powerpuff Girls?
Like Powerpuff Girls, and be like, well, it's because of the sale. Whoopsie doopsie. I don't know what happened. Blame the pandemic. Anyway, we're going to talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture, news, views, and rants, guys. Over 250,000 subs.
Yay!
Thank you so much for the support. We do talk about pop culture, talk about comics, talk about animation, talk a lot about streaming services. We don't talk enough about Archie Andrews being hot now.
I can't. I mean, it's fake redhead, first of all.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you know?
Well, I'm sure if we look closer. Go ahead.
I have only watched like 10 minutes of one episode of Riverdale. I don't get it. Like, I read Archie comics. I don't need to see hot Archie boinking his teacher.
Yeah,
I don't need to see any of that. But if you like it, more power to you, I guess. But yeah, so all these shows that are based now, Archie isn't, but a lot of the other shows are based on Warner Brothers properties. So it's going to be really interesting. But what I thought was most interesting, I sent you this article this morning. This is when it was still a rumor. Is if you scroll down here, they said that the CW doesn't make money. It's not profitable.
You don't say. Okay. Le gasp.
Le gasp.
Just like,
Le
no
gasp.
shit. Anyway.
According to the Wall Street Journal, the youth skewing CW isn't profitable, but the programming produced for the network is a valuable asset for other platforms with Warner Brothers.
No, it's really, truly not.
Yeah, Warner Brothers produced shows like Riverdale, generating large viewership and revenue from Netflix. Now, that's the thing. The only reason I think that Batwoman got a reprieve and Supergirl lasted as long as she did, because the ratings were terrible, was because they were hoping they would have content for HBO Max. And now they're just scraping the whole thing off the bottom of their shoe.
That's that whole quantity over quality thing.
Yeah. Anyway, so they said that becoming a 7-night-a-week network has been a long-standing goal for everyone at the CW. In an extremely tight broadcast environment, the ability to expand our primetime by 2 more hours each week is a dynamic shift we're going to welcome. So that was last October, and now it seemed like things were looking up for them.
Guess they didn't hit the 7 nights a week the way they thought.
Yeah, now they're pawning it off onto Nexstar. So here's Mark Pedowitz. Unfortunately,
You just like saying that name.
Yeah, well, when he was dealing with the Powerpuff Girls, it was kind of like,
they're adults now and they're trashy.
They sent an email out to all their employees. Yeah, it's true. Don't worry, guys. Things are fine. Things are fine.
You know what gets me about the CW? I mean, except for some exceptions, it's basically the Jerry Springer of television.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, it really is. Anyway, go ahead.
Mark Pedowitz, the CEO of the CW for now. has addressed news reports of his broadcast channel's potential sale by parent companies Viacom and Warner Brothers. Again, it's a joint effort.
Right.
It seems like it's mostly a Warner Brothers thing because it's mostly Warner Brothers properties, but that explains why Supergirl was on CBS. In an email to staff on Thursday, Pedowitz confirmed the joint venture property was back on the block. First, as many of you are aware, over the past year or so, this transformative time in our industry has led to a series of business activities across media and content companies. Blame the pandemic for everything.
It's a pandemic excuse. It's not been good for a while.
No, it hasn't been. This is what's going on. The pandemic is going to be used as an excuse to cut dead weight. That's exactly, and look, if I were Rooster Teeth, going back to this, if they're willing to sell the CW, they're going to sell your ass too.
Oh yeah, I would think they would keep CW over Rooster Teeth. That's just me.
They would. So good luck with that. I hope you have your resumes ready. I think a lot of people have left anyway. I don't know who's even left at Rooster Teeth. Given the environment right now, Viacom, CBS, and Warner Brothers are exploring strategic opportunities to optimize the value of their joint venture in the CW. That means we're going to sell your ass.
Mm-hmm.
Nexstar Media Group is in advanced stages on a potential deal that could give a controlling stake in the broadcast network. Multiple outlets have reported. They're basically, I guess, the group of networks that broadcast CW. It's Nexstar. So they're going to kind of like the employees buying the company, I guess.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the Wall Street Journal, which first reported the news, said that Warner Media and Viacom were seeking to sell a significant stake or all of the CW, citing unnamed individuals familiar with the matter. CW is home to Batwoman. Such hits as Batwoman, Riverdale, the Walker reboot, and All American, which I've never heard of.
I never heard of that either.
All of these.
I've heard of all the other ones.
It's basically just Riverdale.
I don't watch the other ones. I've never watched any of the other ones, but I've heard of them.
And soon the Powerpuff Girls. Nexstar is the country's largest broadcaster and owner of many CW affiliate stations. It has emerged as the frontrunner to acquire a majority stake in the network, while Viacom and Warner would remain as minority owners with commitments to being primary content providers. Okay,
so basically so they can keep the content for like HBO Max.
Yeah. In his Thursday memo, Pedowitz added it's too early to speculate on what might happen. Please don't go anywhere. We know you've heard the rumors. I love it when they're like, oh, that's a rumor. That could never happen. It could never happen. Then like a day or two later, they're like, dear staff, you might have heard nasty rumors on the internet from people like Clownfish TV. We just want to make sure.
They name us specifically, always, yeah. It's that important.
We just want to put
Twitter thinks so.
These rumors to rest. So what does that mean for us? It means we must continue to do what we do best, make the CW as successful and vibrant as we have always done. No, they're going to use this opportunity, if they do sell it, to cut dead weight like Batwoman and all this other shit. And I don't think they said they're going to produce content. I don't think it's going to last long term because Warner's going to look at this and be like, we got to take care of our own house. We got to make content for a Warner Discovery monster streamer now.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's too early to speculate what might happen, but we promise to keep you updated as we learn more.
Yeah, a lot of times they find out from the media before they get told by their bosses.
This happened at Warner before.
I know, that's what I was thinking. The HR person wrote us.
We had somebody from HR at Warner, not naming names, not naming divisions at Warner, but a Warner company write us and be like, hey, yeah, we found out through the media that we were going to let a bunch of people go. And we're not real happy.
That's what they found out listening. I think that they heard us say it.
I think they heard us say it, yeah. And they were like, hey, yeah, this is news to me, and I work in HR. Now we got to lay all these people off. And this is how a lot of people find out anymore. And, especially with Warner, like everything is up in the air.
I'll say that's never okay. I mean, don't do that to your people. It's shit.
Yeah, it is. But this is going to be the biggest deal this year, the biggest media deal, the Discovery Warner. And look, there are already, those rumors are out there about the Justice League movie. It wouldn't surprise me if they said, hey, let's kill this plan.
When is it set to be completed?
Like 3 months, 4 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's going to get really interesting real fast.
Yeah, and they've said before, they are focused on making money. They said that they're even willing to roll back the clock on CNN and turn CNN into a reputable news source again. Do you think they're really going to stand for all the shit going on at DC Comics right now? I don't think so. If they're willing to sell the CW, I don't think they're going to. I think you're going to see a lot of crazy, crazy shit happen in different parts of Warner. And you can almost guarantee that this is going to happen.
I'm surprised that didn't happen first, honestly. That surprises me.
Who are they going to sell it to?
Well, that's a valid point. I don't know.
It's damaged goods. Who are they going to sell it to?
Yeah, because they have someone lined up for CW, so.
Yep. So they're saying it's like 3 months, I think, but it's going to go through. They tried to stall it out. So there we go, guys. Another day, another sale. I think we're going to see a lot of crazy shit like this go on in Hollywood.
Probably.
Over the next 6 to 9 months.
Most likely.
They're looking at their books, I think, for the end of the year. And they're like, oh, man, we're in trouble.
Pandemic. You can't get mad at us.
Pandemic. You can't get mad. It's our immunity. It's kind of like the get out of jail free card Monopoly.
Yeah, you can't blame management.
Can't blame it. It's a pandemic. Your union, we're firing you. Yeah, pandemic. It's all a pandemic. All right, so we're gonna wrap it up.
Yep.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.